Hello and welcome. Welcome back to the Queen Rising podcast, where we talk about energy, confidence, and alignment. I'm your host, Misty Anderson. I blend wellness, astrology, and feminine embodiment to help you step into who you're always meant to be. Today, we're talking about abundance. And abundance is not just money. It can be around your energy, your time. I know most people talk about abundance in a money mindset way, but we're resetting the energy of abundance around time, money, your energy, your time, and your body. How often do you say, I don't have enough time? Are you rushing through your day? Or do you say things like, I'll be confident once I lose all this weight, sugar, and caffeine to get through your day? These are all scarcity loops. Scarcity isn't just about money, it's an energetic frequency of not enough. So there are three scarcity types. There is time scarcity, rushing, overscheduling, feeling guilty when you're resting. There's an energy scarcity, living off of caffeine and survival mode. There's no reserves for joy. And there's body scarcity, criticizing your body instead of celebrating it as a vessel. The cost of staying in these patterns, it's costing you your magnetism. Is that a word? Magnetism, and it blocks your manifestation. I want you to think about, what is the one area you think about as not having enough? The truth is, time expands based on your energy and your focus. It either expands or presence creates. The lie is, I don't have time. The truth is, I'm not currently aligned with what matters most. And we can utilize energetic time and cycles, working with your own cycles, your energy cycles, the lunar cycle, your menstrual cycle, instead of hustling all the time. And this idea is, there are periods of time when you have higher energy and you can get more done. And then there are periods of time when you're lower energy and maybe you need more rest. Here's an affirmation for you. Time expands for me when I am in alignment. Often our burnout comes from energy leaks, not necessarily that we don't have enough time. Often burnout comes from energy leaks and not that we don't have enough energy. It comes from things like people pleasing, perfectionism, overthinking, saying yes when your body really wants to say no. You can reclaim your energy through grounding, meditation, presence, and moving your body from a place of enjoyment and wanting to do something, and not from a place of punishment. We want to focus on energy and alignment before we focus on strategy. I want you to center yourself, ground yourself, ask yourself every day, how do I want to feel before we go into our to-dos? Because how we want to feel will direct the things that we want to get done. And one thing you can remember is the feminine, the feeling, the being, the reflecting inspires the masculine direction. So once we understand, how am I feeling or how do I want to feel, then that will inspire us on what action we need to take next. Oftentimes in the body, we're realizing shame or comparing ourselves to others. And this can create energetic contraction. Your body gets to be a channel for intuition, confidence, and magnetism. I want you to learn how to shift from control to connection. Instead of I have to do this, like, what do I want? What do I feel in my body? And we want to go from punishment to pleasure. What if your body wasn't something to punish, but it was something to listen to? It's not a problem to fix, it's giving you signals. Now, in one of my last episodes, we talked about mirror work, so you can return back to that episode, and that can help you really get present with yourself. One of the best feminine practices I did, and I did this years ago, I realized where I was rushing. Every day I was rushing. Every day I felt behind. Every day I felt like I was apologizing to everyone around me for being late or whatever. And I came to a place of I don't want to rush anymore. And I stopped rushing and I stopped apologizing. Even if I was 5 minutes late or 10 minutes late, recognizing I'm going to get there when I get there. And it did such an energetic release to where I was no longer overthinking. I was no longer shaming myself. And something so small as just deciding that you're no longer going to rush. You're no longer going to apologize. You're no longer going to obsess over being on time. And now I'm more on time than what I've ever been, which is crazy. And if you have ADHD, that's a huge deal. That's always been an issue. But now I'm just like, I'm not rushing. I'll get there when I get there. So let me know in the comments if you're watching on YouTube how this is landing for you. And also be sure to come over to Instagram, hang out with me there on a daily. I'm showing you behind the scenes of how I'm shifting from scarcity mindset to overflow and abundance, and how the ripple effects that are happening in my life in the day to day. Make sure you are subscribed, because I'm going to be talking more about abundance, more about money, money mindset, and shifting into abundance mentality.